Hi, Shalom ladies. I'm here today to talk about pleating. And if you're new to the Wrapunzel YouTube channel, you should probably go check out Naomi Rose's perfect pleating video. She is so incredibly precise, and really it is impossible to top that video in my opinion when it comes to pleating. But I have a new little trick that I've been utilizing sometimes that I wanted to share with you all. I've found that it's really been helpful if I want to have some pleats in my scarf but don't have as much time to sit there and really be, perfectly precise with what I'm doing. It does not, I don't think, really work with zigzags, although you're free to experiment with that. Maybe it will. I shouldn't have said it doesn't work. I haven't tried it. It will definitely, though, not work if you're doing a one scarf, like crisscross or anything like that. That's not going to happen. I don't know. I'm just going to get going really and show you my trick. But real quick before I do that, I want to talk about this pashmina that I'm wearing, because it's a new one that Wrapunzel is carrying in the winter lines, and it is so pretty, guys. It's called the Class Act, and it's a nice, really soft pashmina, and on one side it's brown with teal flowers like that, and then on the other side it's teal with brown flowers. It is so pretty, and each side, by the way, has this pretty border. My new favorite, I think, pashmina. Anyway, so here's my pleating trick. When I have, scarf, it will work if I have a short tail on one side. I don't know. I have a tail that I want to pleat. I'll just start with this one right here. So this is kind of what I started doing. I take my scarf, and just like when you're wrapping any tail around your head, you want to fold the edge in, and mine's just kind of, with the way the knot is done, it has a natural fold right here, so that works just perfectly. So this is what I do now to create a pleat. I start over at the side, bring it across my chest, and kind of hold a spot here and bring it back, okay? And then bring it forward again. It's an accordion shape that you're doing. So I'll show you that one more time. You start to the side, you bring it over, you bring it back, and then you bring it forward again. And what happens is, if I'm just holding the edge where it folded, you can see now that I will have a pleat there. And then you are free to bring it over your head. It's really just that simple, guys. If you want to have more room, if you want your pleats to be wider apart, what you can do is bring your tail across, bring it back, and just really make sure that there's a lot of fabric between the 2 points that you're gathering together here. And you can do that as many times as you want, or as many times, as will fit with your scarf. So I could go back again, back, forward, and then here I've got another pleat. Now, you'll notice that in here there's some weird creases, and what you can do is bring it over your head. Whoops. Gosh, you can't even see them. Hold on. I'm going to fix this. Okay? So what you can do is bring it over your head and then fix anything that's going on down here manually, but I'll show you a way to avoid that. When you tie a knot with your scarf, the scarf gets bunched in one spot, and it kind of creates, its own little creases there. And the scarf will naturally pleat in those places, so I'm going to show you what I mean real quick. This outside rail here is a perfect example, because it just naturally folds. And if I look, deep in the pocket here, or I don't know where all the fabric's gathered, I'll see, what looks like another one. And this fabric then, this rail, this edge right there, could very easily be another pleat. So I'm gathering it, and I see it's more, less where I initially grabbed it and more right up here. So I can easily now kind of just go in and gather the fabric how I want until I get it looking exactly what I like. Let's say, if I were to make the pleat right there, I would only have like maybe an inch of fabric between the two, and that's not going to work. So I can make this bottom one a pleat and just kind of push that down. Okay? So now, whoops, I'll make sure I have everything in order here. Holding it taut, holding this, not yanking my head, but just holding it so I don't lose the work I just did. I can now find another gather, which appears to be right here, and bring that one up. So I will just do it with these 3 pleats now to show you what it looks like. And the back, tail you would fold in however you normally choose to do so. Okay? And then when you bring it around your head, oh my gosh, hold on, I can get this right. Okay, when you bring it around your head, you've got pleats, all right? There's 1, 2, 3. Now that I have it over, it's very easy to, while holding the stud tight, make them look however I want. So, I'm just pulling down the front of my scarf there. Let's say I want these pleats farther apart. What I can do is stick my finger between the layer and just gently work. I'm holding this taut, again, not yanking my head to the side, but just holding it so it doesn't go anywhere or loosen up. And then just gently push the layer back. And I can do the same thing with the one above it. So I'm sticking a few fingers in that pocket, bringing them over to the side, and just pushing them back. Okay? So now, when I go to tuck my tail in, I should have 3 pleats. I just kind of figured this out by accident this tie, but I really have been using this method. Again, like I said, if I don't have as much time to be precise with pleats, but want a couple for added interest, this has definitely been working for me, and I hope it does for you. So now, they're going at an angle, but I can easily adjust whatever I've got to do. And then use the same method for tail number 2. So, look at that. In some ways, this method has been easier for me, I think, to pick up on than traditional pleating. And so I'm hoping that maybe there's some women it's helpful for too, and not just me. So for, the other tail, my scarf, I basically just do the same thing. I find the first kind of natural crease there on the inner edge, bring it across my chest, back again, and then forward. Hold the edges together at the bottom, and there are my pleats. So I figure out which, what I want to do here. This one goes all the way to the knot, so I probably want to keep that one. I'm just following it down and kind of grabbing that pleat to gather it with the back one, and then let the rest of the fabric fall. Okay? So I now have that choice. I can go back across my chest, back, forward, gather it up together, and then figure out where I want my next fold to be. See, this one looks like it's promising. Nope. Bring it up. Nope, I don't like that one either. This one, that's what I'm after, ladies. This one right here. Okay, I'm going to show you near my fingers what I'm doing. Taking the crease. Now, you know what? That actually, it doesn't have enough fabric between, so I go a few inches down and grab a bit, bring it up, and I'm going to cover that back there. I'm gathering at my fingers, so there's another pleat. Okay, so I don't keep you up all night with this. I'll leave it at just those 3. Fold my outer edge in again, and bring it up and over, and there I have more pleats. And just positioning it wherever I would like, fixing anything that needs to be quickly fixed or not. I mean, you don't have to make it perfect. This is certainly just because I like to sometimes be a perfectionist, or try to be anyway. And so, more pleats that I bring my tail and tuck it in. And that is that. So I'm sure the back one is not that straight, but I'm just going to bend forward so you can see. And again, once it's now tied on your head, you can adjust anything the way it needs to be. So I just wanted to share that method with you guys, and I hope it's helpful. Bye-bye.